Hi, Michelle here. I'm just gonna make a little nature weave today. So it's a really lovely way to do a bit of mindfulness and crafting. So I'm on my allotment, but you could do this, in your garden or go take a walk around the park or wherever in nature. So I've just walked around gathering some materials, and it's really beautiful because you start to notice the colours, the shapes, and just start to kind of soak in some of that nature. So I've got a little bit of ivy. I found this lovely twig, which is a beautiful like purpley colour. I've got some seeds of dock. So you're looking for kind of things that are long for weaving. So I've gone to my herb spiral as well and got some bits of lavender. It's the old growth, but it's still quite nice long twigs. Found some old bits of tomato stem as well, which are a really beautiful like light colour, so I thought they'd be good for weaving. And I've got some little bits of sage as well. You can use grass. I've been brave and picked a bit of bramble as well. Bramble's also got this beautiful green and purple stem. If you have got leather gloves, you can wipe them along the stem and get rid of the thorns. So I haven't got those gloves, so I might not use it, but I might. And then you just need 4 twigs or sticks, and you just want to tie them in a little square like this. So nothing fancy, just tie the corners together. I've kept my little twigs that were coming off the branches because I thought that might add to the look, but you could cut yours off as well if you've got some secateurs. And then you just want to tie on to one corner for string. So I'm just using string, you can use twine, and then just wrap it around. So I'm going to wrap it twice just to give it a little bit more sturdiness when I get to the bottom. It's quite long. And then you're just going to make sure it's quite tight. We're going to take it to the top, maybe leave about a centimetre or whatever, make it chunkier if you want. And then you're going to wrap around twice again, and then come on to the other side, so keeping it quite tight. So you're just going to do that all the way along. So you should end up with a little bit of a loom like this. So on a usual loom, the ropes would all be on the same side, but because we're using twigs, you've got one a bit in front of the other, but that's all right. It doesn't need to be perfect, just so you've got something a bit like this. And then it's time to weave. So you just get your frame, and then you're literally just gonna use a bit of nature, whatever you've chosen, have a little bit sticking out at one end, and then you're just gonna literally go under and over. So some things will be a little bit trickier than others, so that's under, over, under, over. Just staying present with what you're doing, and I'll just do a bit of weaving and then show you what I've come up with. So you can use even bits of string in it might be nice as well, or ribbon or wool, whatever you've got. here's my wild nature weave. You can see as well, to make it a bit more 3D, I didn't weave in every single one here, and it sticks out a little bit more. You know, if your thing doesn't reach the right at the end of your weave, it, you know, it's just adds character. It's all part of it. So to add a hoop on, if you want to hang it up, you get your string, fold it in half, and then you pull it. So you've just got a loop here, pull the ends through the loop, and then tie a knot with your two ends. So you've got another loop created, and then you can go find somewhere for it to hang. So it'd be really nice to see pictures of your nature weave. You can do like a mini one like me, or even smaller. You can make a huge one and just leave it propped up or hanging somewhere and just keep adding to it bit by bit. Maybe you'd see a change in the different times of the year if you did that. So enjoy, and I'd love to see your work. Bye!